The sold-out arena was alive with the roar of the crowd. The Los Angeles Lakers were in the middle of a heated fourth quarter, and LeBron James, the undisputed king of basketball, was laser-focused. Every dribble, every pass, every step was a masterclass in precision. But amidst the deafening cheers, something cut through the noise, a voice so venomous it made the players on the bench turn their heads. "Go back where you came from!" A shrill scream rang out. "You're nothing but an overpaid thug!" But before we dive into what happens next, I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from today? Drop a comment below. LeBron froze mid-play, his eyes scanning the stands. The words hadn't been directed at him, but at a young black boy sitting courtside with his father. The boy, no older than 10, clutched a Lakers jersey with LeBron's name emblazoned on the back. Tears welled in his wide eyes as the woman, a middle-aged white lady in an expensive blazer, sneered at him. The crowd began to murmur. Some gasped, others whispered in shock. Security moved toward the section, but before they could reach her, LeBron James did something no one expected. He walked off the court. The referee blew the whistle, halting the game. Cameras swiveled to capture the moment as LeBron strode toward the woman. The arena went silent, 20,000 people holding their breath. LeBron leaned down, his 6'9" frame towering over her. "What did you just say?" he asked, his voice calm but unmistakably firm. The woman smirked, unrepentant. "I'm just telling the truth. People like you don't belong here." LeBron didn't flinch. Instead, he turned to the young boy and crouched down so they were eye level. "Hey," he said gently. "What's your name?" "Tyler," the boy whispered, his voice trembling. "Tyler," LeBron said, "do you know why they call me King James?" The boy shook his head, his tears beginning to dry. "Because I don't let people like her decide my worth," LeBron said, nodding toward the woman. "And neither should you. You're here because you belong, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise." The crowd erupted into cheers, but LeBron wasn't finished. Standing back up, he pointed directly at the woman. "You came here to watch greatness," he said, his voice echoing through the arena. "And instead you chose to spread hate. But let me tell you something. You don't represent the fans in this building. They don't stand with you, and neither do I." Security arrived, escorting the woman out as the crowd booed her loudly. Tyler's father mouthed a heartfelt "thank you" to LeBron, who gave the boy's shoulder a reassuring squeeze before returning to the court. The game resumed, but the atmosphere had shifted. Every pass, every shot LeBron made was met with thunderous applause. He ended the game with a triple-double, securing a victory for the Lakers. After the game, during the post-game press conference, a reporter asked, "LeBron, what made you leave the court to confront that fan?" LeBron leaned forward, his face serious. "Because it's bigger than basketball," he said. "What kind of example would I be setting if I let that slide? It's not just about winning games. It's about standing up for what's right." Tyler needed to know that someone had his back, and so did everyone watching. The clip of LeBron's confrontation went viral overnight, sparking nationwide conversations about racism, courage, and allyship. And Tyler? He became an overnight sensation, receiving messages of support from fans and athletes alike. But the moment wasn't just about LeBron or Tyler. It was a reminder that even in the face of hate, the power of standing up for what's right can inspire millions. The viral clip of LeBron confronting the woman exploded across social media. Within hours, hashtags like #StandWithTyler and #NotAnOurHouse were trending globally. News anchors dissected the moment on primetime TV, athletes from various sports chimed in with their support, and celebrities lauded LeBron's courage in standing up for the young boy. But the story was far from over. The next day, LeBron invited Tyler and his father to a Lakers practice session at the team's facility. As they walked into the gym, Tyler's eyes widened at the sight of his basketball heroes. Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, and the rest of the team greeted him like an old friend. "Hey, little man," Davis said, handing Tyler a basketball. "You want to show us your jump shot?" Tyler grinned for the first time since the incident and gave it his best shot, sinking the ball cleanly into the net. The players erupted into cheers, hoisting him into the air. LeBron pulled Tyler aside afterward. "You've got a good shot," he said. But more importantly, you've got a good heart. Don't let people like that lady yesterday dim your light." Tyler nodded solemnly. "I want to be like you when I grow up," he said. LeBron smiled. "Then always remember, greatness isn't just about what you do on the court. It's about what you do for others off it." Before Tyler left, LeBron gave him a signed jersey and invited him to sit courtside at every home game for the rest of the season. Meanwhile, the fallout for the woman, identified as Susan Bradford, was swift. Her employer, a major real estate firm, released a statement condemning her behavior and announced her suspension pending an investigation. Neighbors began sharing stories of Susan's history of hostility toward people of color in their community, further tarnishing her reputation. Susan, however, remained defiant. She appeared on a local news station, claiming that she was the real victim. "I was just expressing my opinion," she said, her tone unapologetic. "This cancel culture nonsense is out of control." Her words only fueled more backlash. LeBron wasn't one to let things simmer. He used his platform to amplify the larger issue. On Instagram Live, he addressed his millions of followers. "This isn't about one person or one moment. What happened yesterday was a symptom of a bigger problem. We've got kids like Tyler growing up in a world where they're made to feel like they don't belong, just because of the color of their skin. That's not okay. And it's on all of us to change that." He announced the launch of a new initiative through his LeBron James Family Foundation. The program, called Belonging Begins Here, aimed to create safe spaces for marginalized youth, fund scholarships, and provide diversity training in schools and workplaces. "We're going to make sure kids like Tyler know they're valued," LeBron said, "and we're going to educate people who think it's okay to tear others down. Ignorance isn't an excuse anymore." The initiative received overwhelming support, raising millions within days. As the season progressed, Tyler became a regular at Lakers games. He was no longer just the kid from the viral video. He was a symbol of resilience and hope. Players from opposing teams would stop to say hello, fans would high-five him, and he even appeared in a commercial with LeBron, promoting unity and inclusion. Susan Bradford, on the other hand, found herself increasingly isolated. Protests erupted outside her home, her suspension turned into termination, and her once comfortable life unraveled. In a rare moment of reflection, she reached out to a local journalist for an interview. "I didn't think it would escalate like this," Susan admitted, her voice trembling. "Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I need to take a hard look at myself." The journalist pressed her. "Do you regret what you said to Tyler and his father?" Susan hesitated, but eventually nodded. "Yes, I do." Her apology, though too late for many, sparked another wave of conversations about accountability and redemption. Months later, the Lakers clinched a playoff spot, and Tyler was there to witness it. After the game, LeBron invited him into the locker room to celebrate. "Tyler," LeBron said, holding up the game ball, "this is for you. You reminded all of us why we fight for what's right." Tyler beamed as he accepted the ball, surrounded by cheers. As the celebrations continued, LeBron took a quiet moment to reflect. The incident with Susan Bradford had started as an ugly display of hatred, but it had become a catalyst for change. It had reminded him, and the world, that standing up for what's right was always worth it. For Tyler, it was a moment that transformed his life, and for everyone watching, it was a reminder of the power of courage, compassion, and community. LeBron didn't just confront a racist lady that night. He confronted a system, a mindset, and a history, and he emerged victorious, not just as an athlete, but as a leader who used his platform to inspire change. Leave a comment if you enjoyed this story. It doesn't cost you anything, and you'll make me very happy. Thank you, and I look forward to your like.